Oh my goodness, we actually made it all the way from Sawyer North to Sawyer South driving this thing. If you guys didn't see the previous video, essentially we ended up building a steam-powered truck with this. There you go, 4 huge pistons pushing around, which push the wheels, allowing us to drive all the way here whilst towing this trailer with 2 containers on, which is pretty cool. Anyway, what are we doing today? Well, we own this little dock right here, so what we're gonna do is build ourselves a decent-sized boat and sail it around. Before we do that though, I have actually attached the truck to this anchor because, well, I need to return this to the workbench. Unfortunately though, I'm gonna have to do it by driving the truck off the edge. So I've attached it so that hopefully it doesn't fall too far and we'll be okay. All right, here we go. Drive, drive, drive. I'm gonna try and jump out before it goes in the, never mind. We're in the water. Things have gone badly, but it might be okay. All right, time will tell. Bam! Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That's really bad. That is actually so bad. Oh my goodness, it just fell off as well. Please get back over here. Edit, 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 edit. Yes, okay. We managed to get the trailer, but we have not got, well, ignore those. Oh my goodness, ignore those. That's not our problem anymore. The thing that is our problem is that our truck is at the bottom of the ocean down there, and I can't seem to return it. So we need to build something really quickly that will raise that from the bottom of the ocean. Just in case you haven't seen me do this before, essentially what we need to do is do this like that. There we go. Grab ourselves a floaty. In fact, I can do it this way. There we go. And then attach a bunch of these floaties together. We need quite a few, because I would imagine it's kind of heavy. And then we just build loads of them. So we just essentially attach a million of these guys together until we have ourselves a floating dock thingamabobby. That's not quite right. It doesn't have to be perfect, to be fair, but it's fine. There we go. Right, so we shove all of those on there. We then get ourselves a winch. We shove the winch directly onto the top of one of these. We put a button in. That button is to essentially pull the winch in, so it goes on up. There we go. Then we need a battery so that we can actually lift it. So we go with 1 and 2 for now, and we'll connect all that together. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Very good. Okay, so current situation is we have this right here, and we have the truck down there. If I go ahead and attach onto this winch, like this, and I push that button so that it's on, we go down to the bottom of the water, and we attach onto the center. We should be able to lift this up, unless it's so heavy that it pulls it down. Oh no, look, it's coming up. Beautiful. Uh-oh, it has actually flipped over our floaty, but if I do this, then I get out and I do this. Yes, there we go. We have saved the day. I do wish that wasn't happening though. Alright, well, before we get to building, I just want to say that I really appreciate the fact that you guys are watching. I also really want to mention that I am so appreciative of members. You guys are awesome as well, but you guys are cool. Everybody that's here watching, thank you very much. Alright, so this boat has to have some sort of job, and I think a riverboat would actually be kind of cool. So if we design it to go up the rivers all the way up to the top, possibly to do this mission right here, a blue speedboat requires servicing in the ocean. Transport a blue speedboat in the ocean to the military dock. The problem with this is that the military dock is controlled by the enemy. So if we do that, we're gonna have to have some defense. That could be kind of fun. Let's do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and just start building some sort of boat, and if it looks good in the end, then it looks good in the end. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. So we'll see. Anyway, what I want to do is not make it too big. We're probably going to bring it out to about here. That looks plenty long enough, although we'll make it a little bit longer. There we go. From there, we're going to go ahead and start building it out. That's just how it's going to work. So let's go ahead and start with a few of these guys. We'll send it out to the side like this, and that looks pretty good. We're then going to go with a few of these guys. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe? 4 of those, and then we'll do like 3 of these or something like that. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. All right, yeah, sure. From there, we're going to go ahead and zoom it backwards, and we're going to attach it together at the back. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't look too bad, so let's go ahead and paint it a different color. And then from there, it should be pretty easy to work on. At least maybe, anyway. Alright, there we go. So this is the starting point. It is, of course, just the floor, essentially, but we can work with this, I think. So let's just start building something. And hope for the best. Alright, cool. So, I think on the front, I want at least a 4-high wall. This could be interesting. I don't know whether this will stay, but we'll keep it for now. Never mind, I got rid of it straight away because, well, we're going to go ahead and move it in by 1. And also, we're going to have it actually go up like this. So, we'll do a few of these guys. We'll attach it together at the front. And then on top of here, we'll actually build it in. Aha, there we go. That seems like a decent idea. Whether it actually is or isn't, though, I'm not sure yet. Alright, yeah, I feel like that works. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ourselves some of this color. We'll chuck that on there. That is going to be the deck, obviously. At the rear, we're going to go ahead and build this up too. However, we're going to do it in a very similar situation as to how we did the other end. So just bring this forwards like so. We're going to go ahead and do this guy as well. 1, 2 of those. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and chuck this guy on the back like this. Once I attach this together, that should look okay. It looks weird. It does. Okay, I kind of like the idea of building this up like this in the center. And essentially just building it all the way to, I don't know, maybe here on the ship. It feels weird, but at the same time, I actually think that could be really, really cool. Once you've done that, let's go ahead and do the interior bits, just the same way, essentially. All the way down to there, do this piece on the top, and then at the very top, we're going to go ahead and do this. Okay, so far, so good. We're then going to grab the color of the deck, and we're going to do this. Okay, looks a bit weird, but I think we can get away with it. Okay, so we've built like a little bunker kind of thing. Don't really know how this is going to go at the back of the boat either. I was thinking maybe we could actually have a bit of this open. When I say a bit of this open, what I actually mean is like the lower bit open, but the top bit's still there. Maybe we could actually just attach this up to there like this and have it have some sort of like, I don't know, some bits that seal together. That feels weird, but maybe, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this guy and this guy. Like this, there we go. And then we can put windows in right here, and we can build the deck underneath. Alright, that looks like super weird. It looks so weird, but we're gonna go with it, because I think it's actually pretty cool. The fact that it is so strange sort of works with it quite a bit. We're gonna have to have a door somewhere here in the center, so let's go ahead and delete a lot of this. Go ahead and get ourselves an actual door and chuck it straight on the front. Just like this, I guess. We are going to seal that bit up right there. And I am actually just going to go ahead and seal this bit up to here as well. And I'm going to do this. There we go. Okay, so you can enter through the front right there, and that's all fine. Now what I want to do is obviously the underside of the boat. So let's go ahead and start building that. There we go. It is floating, and I don't know how I feel about it, to be totally honest. It's a little bit strange, but as you can see, we went with a hull that is around 8 blocks deep. Generally, I don't really go even that deep with the hulls, but on this one I decided to do that, which, I don't know. It could be a good idea, it could be a bad idea. Alright, well, current situation is this is where we are. We are in the boat, and it's floating, so that is good. What we need to do now is add an engine to this thing. We need to add a bridge into this thing and go from there. Now, a design that I've seen before is actually like a tube that is the bridge, so I think that would be kind of funny and kind of cool. So let's go with the helm. Here we go. We're going to chuck that directly in there like this. Okay, very good. We're going to go ahead and build this in, obviously, like so. I think then if you know what, actually, let's bring that back by 1. Do this. There we go. Go ahead and do one of these, and then chuck... ooh. How do we do this next bit? I guess it goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. We chuck this guy up to there. We then do this one going back over like this. We need another one of these guys, like this. And then we need a door, please. A door would be great. All right, there we go. A door in there like that. I think. Yep, there we go. Up the sides. Very good. Go ahead and... Well, I don't know what to do with the rest of it, actually. Because we need windows. So windows are going to go in here somewhere. But that looks interesting, anyway. Okay, so windows. We're going to chuck that one there. We are going to chuck this one here, I think. Yep. Let's go with a 3x3 window right there in the center. We're then going to chuck another one of these on. And another 3x3 could go right here. Like this. There we go. So we got windows. What I'm going to do from there is actually grab what we've got on the bottom and put it on the top, because that should work. So copy this, move it upwards to there, paste it on. Let's go ahead and merge all this together, just like so. And there we go. We get ourselves a bridge. Okay, so we are going to need to add, obviously, an engine into this. I'd like it to go on the outside, which is kind of weird. And when I say it go on the outside, what I actually wouldn't mind going on the outside is maybe some pistons. And I think, oh my, those are huge. We can't go with that. But I think that would be really cool if we did. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's do like 2 of these. There we go. 1 and 2. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Is it? I don't know whether it is, but I think it's funny. Anyway, that could go there. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We are going to need a funnel somewhere as well. And I was thinking that would go where this is. So I don't know where that's going to be, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so we have a diesel furnace. This is going to go on the interior. And I'm actually just going to chuck it right there. That's fine. So diesel's going to have to go into this. The coolant from this is going to have to go into a boiler. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a boiler real quick. And generally, we have to turn this around. So, steam out. Yes, there we go. So, coolant from this goes into here. The exhaust and the air goes into the smokestack, wherever that's going to be. The steam goes into here, and then the water goes back into here. You guys have seen me do this on the previous builds, so I'm just going to go ahead and attach all the pipes, and I'll be back with you guys very soon. Okay, so I've piped in a bunch of the stuff already, but what I want to show you guys now is... We're going to put a funnel on this, so let's go ahead and figure out where the pipes are going to go. I think actually right here, which is kind of weird, because obviously it's in the middle of a walkway, but hopefully that's okay. So chuck that on there, there we go. Let's get ourselves another pipe, straight pipe like this, and then we're just going to go ahead and chuck this from here up through the top right there. I don't know. I feel like that's fine. So let's go ahead and get this color. We'll chuck it on there. We'll fill that guy in right there. And then we obviously need to build a funnel. Is this going to work with just 2 of these pistons? I have no idea. I would assume so. And then obviously we got to attach those onto some propellers. But that will come very, very soon. Anyway, what I want to do on the floor is just paint these guys in like so. Inside of here, doesn't really matter. We're not going to come downstairs ever, pretty much. But we do need some diesel, so we'll add a diesel tank down here. Other than that, though, we're all good. So, now we just need to add a funnel. This is interesting stuff, actually. So, chuck that on there. There we go. We're just going to chuck... Oh, how do I want this to look? How do I want this to look? Maybe we actually just send this up like this. The pipes can actually just come up as well. That's fine. And then I wouldn't mind actually having it be like a weird shaped funnel. So let's do this. There we go. We'll chuck these guys on the very front. All right. Attach all that together like so. Go on the back. We'll fill all that in as well. From here up to there. And then we'll just attach all of the fluid ports and we'll be good to go from there. I think so anyway. Okay, I'll show you guys the outside of this thing very soon, but we need some fuel. So I'm gonna add some diesel tanks to either side. Not like huge or anything, although I did just build something that looks kind of like it's huge, but it's fine. We're just gonna have 2 diesel tanks, 1 on each side. Okay, that works. We're then obviously gonna put the diesel into both of those, and that'll be fine. So this guy, unfortunately, it does actually come out the side of this. So we're just going to go ahead and get this color. We're just going to do this. Zoom it backwards to about there. Yeah, shove it down and then in. to here, I guess. And there we go. All right, fluid pot, let's do it. Yes. So that goes in there. What we're then going to do is have another fluid pot back here somewhere and do this. We're then going to shove a pipe across here into this one. And we're going to put a fluid pot in there. Ah, who would have guessed it? All right, that's fine. In the middle, we're going to add a pump so that we can actually pump fuel from one side into the other whenever we need it. I think that's fine. Okay, so this is what the outside currently looks like. I added some masts right here and at the back, and there is actually a lot of rope added as well, as you can see. So, what are we going to do now? Well, we are going to need lights and stuff like that, so I'm just going to add a bunch of lights into this thing. We are going to add like a little interior into here. Currently, there is a bed, because I needed to make it daytime, so we'll delete the bed, and we'll have like a little living area in there. Once we've done that, I think we're going to set sail. Okay, so, don't know where I left you last time, I have no idea, but we're gonna go ahead and add a bed into the interior of this. I'm not very good with interiors, and in fact, we're not really gonna be doing a proper interior on this thing anyway, but, I would like a bed in here, so we're just gonna go ahead and chuck a bed towards the rear. There we go. Gonna delete a little bit of this, there we go. Oh, there's a hole there. But delete that, there's a hole. I can't have a hole in the side of my... No, alright, okay, hold on. Delete all of these anyway, that's fine. Go ahead and put this from here down to there. There we go. And then we can just chuck this in. Aha, there we go. So that's all good. Yeah, there we go. We have ourselves a bed. Chuck that in there, chuck this in here, and chuck this in here. Excellent. We are going to need some seats in here as well, so we'll just add a bunch of passenger seats. And that's sort of it. Yeah, so here we go. Bunch of seats just randomly going in. 1, 2, you know what, let's do it on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats. There you go, so 10 seats altogether. That seems all right, I guess. And then we can just set sail and go. Yeah, that's it. There is something extra, though, that I kind of want to do, and that is add ladders to here. I say I wanted ladders. I do kind of want ladders, but I don't have enough room for them. So I think we can still jump onto the boat if I leave it like that. I think so. So we will leave it like that. Okay, right. I think we can set sail now, and I think we can just go. Oh, yeah, no, we're missing something. We are missing something extremely important. That is the propeller. So we're just gonna go ahead and duck this down into the floor. Straight pipe enclosed, just like this. There we go. Shove this guy onto there like that. Okay, I'm gonna paint this dude, and then we're gonna send it backwards from there. I kind of want it to come out of here. Yeah, we will actually add 2 propellers down here somewhere. That'll be fine. The thing with this is that, the problem with this is that they're gonna have to be angled a little bit so that it actually works. Okay, I don't know how to feel about this right now, but let's go ahead and jump inside and hope that this thing will move. Let's go inside of here. There we go. Open the floor. There we go. Very nice. Turn it on by the key. Is that working? Yeah, it is. It seems like it is working. That's very good. Close the floor. There we go. Very good. We got nav lights, spotlights, and deck lights. Each of those seems to be working fine. The thing is, I don't actually currently have a boiler dial. So, wait, what? Where's the... Oh, is it falling off? Hold on. Hold on. Merge that together, otherwise we're gonna have problems. Alright, merge that. Also, we might as well get a dial inside that shows us the temperature. So, the boiler temperature is gonna go right here. There we go. Boiler temp. There we go, and set this to 300. There we go. Realistically, we don't want it to get to 300, but it is what it is. Alright, so that goes there. Also, what I am gonna do is wherever the air... Wait. Ooh. Wherever the air thing is, which I believe is this side, we're gonna put in a valve, an on-off valve. There we go. And essentially, this is going to connect to 6. There we go. And that's going to be to shut off the engine. Engine shut off. There we go. And that should be all good. Yeah, so give that thing some electricity. Very good. And as soon as we need to turn off the boiler or the furnace, we can just go ahead and cut the air. Is that right? I think that's right. Oh, one more thing. We need some equipment. Yes, we do. So fire extinguishers are very important. I can't believe I almost forgot these things. Fire extinguishers, bam, bam, bam. There we go. We got loads of those. Welding torches. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. And a bunch of first aid kits. There we go. Oh, yeah. Very nice. That's it. That's all we need. All right. Off we go. All right, guys, here we go. First sail. Let's do this. Okay. Little bit off balance, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But we are moving. What kind of speed did we get there? We were doing all right for a second, and then it slowed all the way down. And now it's pretty much not moving. Why? I don't know. I actually don't know why it's not moving. It's not moving at all. The engine's still working. Let's go downstairs. We can't find anything. Pistons? I mean, these things are barely moving now. Interesting. Okay, I've changed it up a little bit. Hopefully now we are good to go. We're a lot slower so far. We're incredibly slow, actually. I need to change the gearbox. I really do. Also, that's still happening over there. Okay. Oh, look, it's slowing down again. It's slowed all the way down to pretty much not doing anything. I don't know why this is happening. Is it not producing enough steam? RPS is all the way down because there's no steam going in. Ah, interesting. Okay, this might be the last time we go, but let's do it. Here we go. Please move. Yes, there we go. All right, we got the speeds. We're currently going 20. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going fast. Are we going to keep up this speed? The answer is maybe. It's still moving. It is still moving. Yeah. All right, no, it's working this time. All right, we're good. We are good. All right, so let's just go, like, slower. Because at the minute, it's very, very bumpy. Oh my goodness, this is so much faster than I thought it was going to be. All right, let's go, like, 70% throttle, 72%. And now we won't be going... Yeah, we'll just go slow. That's good. Anyway, we're going to make our way up the river because that's what we said we were going to do. This mission is still here. However, I didn't add any weapons to my boat. So I don't know whether we are going to do that mission. We'll see. I think it might be interesting still to try and tow something. So maybe we'll do that. We'll see. All right, well, it's getting to nighttime, so I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to go to sleep. All right, yes. Sleep all the way through the night, and it's morning time. Hopefully, it's a lot less wavy now. It's still quite wavy. All right, so the idea is we jump, we do this. Aha! Oh, I opened the door. I meant to close this, but I opened that. Never mind. So this is what we built anyway. We have ourselves a boat. It has 2 large pistons. It feels weird to build it that way, I'm not gonna lie. Also, this is a much smaller boat than I was expecting to build today. But it's what we've got. But it's working. It's unique. It's very unique. But it works. So that's good. Very good. What I was gonna build originally was, you know, like, they're sort of just flat, and they are river barge kind of things. And then obviously the engine would be underneath. We'd have a little room at the back, and then above that we'd have, well, the bridge, which would sort of look like this anyway. But we built it differently. We have indeed. I still think it's kind of cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and head underneath this bridge. I believe there's a few bridges on our way. We're currently at this one, so the next one is a drawbridge. We then go right, we get to another, I think this is a railway bridge, it looks like it. Another drawbridge, and then we're out to the mouth of the river. Very cool. And we can make our way all the way round to the North Harbour. Ooh, what's this? There is actually a mission for an underwater... Oh, I can't do that anyway. We don't have a winch installed. If I knew that mission was going to be a thing, we could have installed the winch and actually tried to do it, but... Anyway, this is cool. Very cool. Also, I keep saying the same words over and over again. Sorry about that, but it just happens. It just happens. I just did it then. Explaining that I explain things over and over again, I did it twice. This is cool, actually. So, the weather has actually changed, and now it's just zooming. We are currently going between, like, 15 and 16 meters per second. That's not miles per hour. So we're actually already going pretty fast. Not gonna lie, this should be able to actually go really, really fast. But then it's the stability of the boat. So what I'm gonna do is throttle up a little bit more. Look at that. We're now going pretty much double the speed. It is motoring along. I think the inconsistency actually comes from the fact that there's only 2 pistons. I think that's where the inconsistency comes from. What is that? Is that an actual tugboat? Oh no, that's one of those, like, crab boats. But yeah, I think the inconsistency comes from the fact that the pistons are moving up and down, but there's only 2. If there was 4, I think it'd be a little bit more consistent, so we wouldn't be doing this. We'd just be going... But whatever. It's fine. That's cool, though. Like, we are just zooming. So yeah, it's between, like, 23... and 31. And yeah, it's actually really efficient too, so the thing works. That's crazy for me. Things don't normally work. Oh, also, in case anyone was wondering what the issue was before, why we were losing power, it's because we didn't actually have a condenser, and we didn't have any coolant, so we were actually pumping steam into the boiler, and then that was causing issues, I think. So, yeah, now we're pumping water into the boiler, and then water is getting pumped through the boiler, turning it into steam, and steam is going through the pistons. So it works very well now. Very well. In case you were wondering what the next build is going to be, because there is going to be a next build, it's either going to be a helicopter type thing, so possibly multiple rotors, so like a quadcopter, or a plane. But I think what we should do is actually build a plane on the ground, and I think that would be really, really awesome. So that's what we might end up doing next time. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys actually want to see, because, yeah, it'll be interesting. Wait, what is that? What is that? There's like a cow. Oh, it's a cow. It is an actual cow. Just having a swim in the water. Weird. Alright, well, whilst we're here, we're going to stop at Haltown because, well, there might be crates there. I don't believe I've ever actually checked Haltown to see if there is any. But, yeah, we'll have a little look around, see if there are some crates for us to grab. We're just going to go ahead and scoot our way in very slowly. And that'll be fine. I don't actually currently have any anchors on the sides. That is a bit of an issue, but I'm sure it's fine. So, what I'm going to do is actually press 6, and that should turn off the engine. The diesel, anyway. Maybe. Yeah, look, it's turned off the exhaust, so the engine will actually shut down. Very good. Anyway, let's have a run around, see if we can find crates. Wait, there's people here. Have I been to Haltown, or these are the doctors? Alright, we're good then. Right, have you guys got any money in here? That's what I'm looking for. You got any money, doctor? No. What about over here? No money. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and head this way. We're going to check the church. Churches generally have some money, right? And we're going to check all the buildings too, because maybe they've got money. I don't know. No money in the church. Alright, I'm expecting there to be no money anywhere now, so I'll check these, but if I don't find any, I guess I'll see you guys back in the boat. That's not too shabby. It's still here. The boat actually stayed here. That's good. That's very good. Right, we're going to have to start the engine again because, well, I stopped it. But then we can just get moving. So if I press 6, the exhaust should come straight back out, which it is. The boiler temperature should start rising, which it is. That's good. All right, close this. Jump. Uh-oh. Nope. I don't like the design I've went with here, but honestly, if it works, which it sort of does, it's okay. Right, we have an idea. We do have an idea. We are going to go ahead and attach onto this guy, and, well, we're going to try and do the mission. Are we going to get destroyed? The question is that. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to it is. So we're going to figure it out by doing it. Let's grab this rope, attach it onto here. It'd be nice to attach it onto the front of this. The problem with towing this boat, by the way, is that the attachment point is on the top. If the attachment point wasn't located on the top, then it would be easy to tow. But because it is mounted on the top, it's not actually that easy to tow. Because it likes to dip into the water when you do that. Oh, I hate towing, pulling ropes in this game. I've never actually allowed the rope to get bigger. I don't know why I've never done that, but I haven't. So there you go. Anyway, we're attached on. That is deadly, so let's stay away from those. And let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Alright, let's go, go, go. Hopefully we are stable enough to just pull this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we are powerful. Powerful, powerful beast. Beautiful. So we're going to try and use our speed as a defense. We're going to just drive in as fast as we can. We're going to drop it off as fast as we can. And then we are going to get out of there as fast as we can. This is getting scary now. We're actually... Whoa, I just fell down. But we're getting very close to where we need to be, which is that island just there, I think. Yes, it is. That is the military base. So we're going to go to the left-hand side. We're going to try and drop it off as quickly as we can. So we're going to, like, zoom in here. Just do, like, a quick a U-turn and then get out of there. And just zoom actually straight down to here. Hopefully we can do that. It's just going to be risky. Okay. A bit scary so far. There is an enemy warship right there. Oh, my goodness. I don't know why I'm doing this. We are going to get no money for this. But yes, I'm just going to go ahead and hope that we can... Oh my goodness. That we can drop this off without getting destroyed. What is the likelihood of that? What am I doing? Oh, they started shooting. Oh, he started shooting. Okay, he hasn't hit me yet. This is good. I was hoping that maybe I'd get around the island, but... Oh... Wait, they have missiles? I completely forgot that the AI in this game has missiles. Oh no, this is like the default AI. I forgot. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, his missile didn't work, so that's good. And this guy has a cannon, and he missed. So far, we're fine. Wait, is that another one? There's a guy there, but then there's another one, mate. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. There's loads of... Is that a tank too? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. I think the tank might have just shot us. That's not good. Is it a tank? Oh, yes. The tank... Oh, no. This is really bad. This is really bad. Because if the tank, the diesel tank, gets hit, which it has, we're going to be in a bad situation. We're still moving. So, what was that? Oh, no. I don't want to die. Okay. A lot of damage has been sustained so far. We're going to be fine. No, this thing has stopped working. Oh my goodness. This is a terrible idea. Why did I do this? Oh no, guys. Turns out using speed to your advantage really doesn't work sometimes. We are gonna go down. That means I need to get out of here by swimming. So I'm gonna swim all the way back to here. And then we're gonna work it out from there. Oh, that is a lot of swimming. Oh wait, that's where I needed to deliver to. Right there, literally right there. I missed it by... Oh, we were so close. We are underneath the water now. We're actually sank underneath the water. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, well, that's where we are then. Well, for now then, I'm going to end this video here. In the next one, I will be back at the North Harbor, and we'll be ready to take our revenge. So for now, thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.